We have to talk about the two different meanings of division right now. And we said there are two different ways to read this. One of them is called containment, and that is to say how many halves are in 2 3/4. Now there is a completely different meaning of division that is called partitive or sharing. And that is to say 2 3/4 is 1/2 of what number? In both cases, we're going to get the same answer. The answer to both of these questions is 5.5. But where it becomes important is in the wording of your word problems. Let's do 8 divided by 4. I could say I have 8 cookies, and I'm going to put them equally into 4 little baggies. How many cookies would go in each baggie? That's a sharing problem. So the bar model for this is, I know my whole, I want to know what that part is. That is a sharing model. I could say how many 4s are contained in 8. So a word problem for that could be, I have 8 cookies. I want to give them out in groups of 4 to however many children I can. In that model, I still know that my whole is 8. I know that a group is 4. I could draw something for 4, and then, so how many 4s are there in 8? This is the sharing, and this is the containment model. This is specifically introduced in 1st grade, and then it's rediscussed a little bit in 2nd grade, and by the time they're in 3rd grade, students are supposed to understand this. But I had no idea of any of this before I started teaching Singapore math, so in case this is Greek, that's okay. Help you clarify in your mind what's going on. But they do have to understand the difference between the two meanings of division. And it's actually taught in the 1B textbook. Now, I know a lot of you haven't had an opportunity to get through the entire B book with your students, so there's a pretty good chance these kids have gotten into the higher grades without really seeing the difference here. So what I think would be a good way to introduce it would be to start with very simple numbers and give the students counters and say, pretend each counter is a whatever, a Hershey bar. And so show me 6 counters. So everybody has 6 counters now. All right, you want to give out those 6 counters equally to 3 children. Show how you would do that. And they can make their 3 groups and deal them out. And you said, now what did you do with those? You shared those between those 3 children, right? Okay, now put your counters back together again. Now you have 6 candy bars, but you want to give them out in groups of 3 candy bars to however many friends you can. So have them doing that, feeling the difference as they're working with the two meanings, and then it should become clearer for them.